Good morning, I'm Ilka Oster.
Morning, I'm Jo Drennan. And I was reading a meme recently. I've seen this one a number of times. No one can make me feel a certain way. I find this a very difficult concept to grasp. Well, I have in the past. For 48 years, I would never have believed that. Now, I know it to be true, but it's a bit of a challenging one.
It's very challenging, isn't it? It's huge to think that no one can make you feel a certain way, because we have many programs passed down generationally that say that there's certain ways of behaving in life, and if you don't behave in those ways, then there's consequences in your family. And you've learnt that from childhood on how to behave. What's an example for you, Jo?
Yeah, a really strong one for me is when my kids were out on the sporting field, and if they'd done something good and they felt good about themselves and they really expressed it physically, and what looked to me like, yay, I'm awesome, I'd be like cringing inside going, whoa, you don't want to be a big noter now, calm down. And I'd make sure I'd have a chat with them later about that.
Yeah, that's. I think that one, we had that one as well. One that I was good at was when I'd be going and about working all day, and my kids would come up to me, and I'd ask them to do a job for me, and they'd kind of roll their eyes, or I knew they really didn't want to do it, and I'd be like, well, I've been, inside I'd be like, I've been working away all morning for you. I'm doing this for you, and now you won't do something for me. So I would be really angry about that. And I would get angry and say, well, I've done everything for you. You can do something for me now. They're great programs. That one's probably, goodness knows, probably goes back 100 generations in our family.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, so it's like when there can be a group of 10 people in a group, and one person says something, and a couple of people find that offensive, and then some don't. Like, why do some people respond differently and feel differently?
Because some people have the program and some people don't, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah. So is that meme really true? That when your kids roll their eyes at you, like in that situation with me, did I really have to respond in anger? The answer is actually no, I don't have to respond in anger. I don't even have to go about my morning with the thought in my mind that I'm doing everything for my children. I actually, don't have that program anymore, but it was a massive thing to change it. And it's like a massive paradigm shift. It's like you're changing generations of this program being in your family. And it takes going inside and looking at yourself,
Absolutely.
Isn't it?
Because it's not about, like, with the kids, don't being a big noter was actually a big thing for me in my childhood, and I'm sure my grandparents and way back, as you say, generational. But when I finally recognised what I was doing, I realised I really had to get over this program, this belief that I can't be a big noter, because I wouldn't be out here doing this today. Like, people walk past, they're looking at us, they engage with us, and years ago I would have walked past and I would have thought, oh, they're big noters, look at those two out there on camera. Think they're going to put their opinions out there to the world. Well,
who are they to do that?
Exactly.
Got to bring those two down.
This is why it's such a brilliant understanding when you can get to it, and that and you can change it. The key is awareness, is noticing, and this willingness to be aware. So when you get these opportunities, when your kids roll their eyes, when they're out on the field going, yay, I'm awesome, look at what's going on inside you. Take those seconds of gold.
Yeah. And often the hardest thing for us, I find, doing these videos is we can come across as if we're blaming the generations before us, but that is absolutely not the case. Like, we totally understand that even the big noting program, the program that I was doing, was all about protecting our kids. Like if you go to what were you really not wanting your kids to hurt anyone else around them, or embarrass anyone, or put anyone else down. So it's all about this stuff that we do that's really, when you take it to the nth degree, it's always about being safe. It's always about protecting you, staying safe in the society that you live in. So that's all as parents we're trying to do. But then often though we're projecting and we're putting it onto our kids instead of looking inside ourselves and wondering, why am I so angry? Or why do I feel that they have a fear of getting hurt is more important than being awesome out there doing their sport.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, and an interesting thing as we were having this conversation this morning is how we end our Facebook Lives when we say inspire someone today. Well, really, if these points are true, we can't actually inspire anyone. You have free will and you have the choice.
Exactly. You have the choice to how you respond to every single thing that ever happens to you, whether it's eye rolling or anything, sighing, any of these things that are, or the tut-tut kind of things that we often
raise
hear.
Of the eyebrows, it can be very, very subtle. Yes, yes. Yes, but you can change it.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. It is possible.
So we're getting close to Christmas. Hope it's not too crazy for you out there. We will be back next Wednesday, and we will continue to say inspire someone today. So goodbye from Mooloolaba Beach, and
inspire someone today.